On the road again. Going to Okeechobee, on the road again. Hey everybody. So we are burning through Orlando right now on the turnpike and headed down to Yeehaw Junction, where I will meet up with my dad at his place down there off Lake Okeechobee. And well, I think we're gonna do some fishing. So it's Tuesday, and our plan for today is to kind of do some shopping. I know we're gonna head up Fast Break Bait and Tackle, and I'm gonna scoop me up, I think, a 12-foot rear cedar ACC jigging rod. Right now I'm using the 10-footer. Probably some minnows. I don't know if we'll be doing much minnow fishing, but typically when we do these more intense trips, we'll buy, you know, a quarter pound of minnows and just keep them on the boat, and if we decide we want to use them, we got them. So I will meet up with you guys once we get settled. So we picked up some new ACC crappie sticks. We both opted for the 11-footers. I got the rear cedar, so the reel sits all the way to the back, and he opted for the one that kind of sits more further down. But both 11-footers, and they feel real nice, so I'm excited to get these rigged up and use those for the next 3 or 4 days. I think we're about ready to put in this catch counter.
Drill a hole in there to get started. Yeah, buddy. It's the end of that core.
We're gonna mount this directly on top of that cooler he's grabbing on right now, and this will allow us to just toss in specks and bluegill and everything else. And it has a little counter on the back right here, so every time that flap goes down, that counter kicks on. Hey,
huh? Old man's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah.
So, do that.
Looking pretty catch countery.
Yep. Ooh. Plenty of fish.
Nice. Well, while he's doing that, I'll walk you guys down to the dock here that he built.
Alright, so what we'll do, we'll just put a little caulk around this.
A little Debbie do.
That's the front there. So we want to try to get that in there as close to right on the money as possible. Yes, sir. And I gave your brother all my real good stainless screws, hardware for the airboat, and meant to have Carolyn bring it back and forgot to ask. So it's all good.
Yep.
I got extra. You just got to dig for it.
So yeah, I've been actually eyeballing this thing for a while. My uncle had one on his boat, not this exact model. He had, I think he made his own actually, but this one you can get at CatchCounter.com, I think we paid 60 something for it. So it's a little pricey for what it is, but nice commodity to have on the boat during spec season.
It's a time saver.
Mm-hmm.
If you're catching a lot of them anyway.
Yeah, this is one of his newest additions. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, this is real.
How many pounds of ice does this thing make?
800 pounds a day.
Goodness.
It'll do it about every 22 minutes it cycles.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take very long to fill this bin up.
I like it.
Yep.
Sure beats buying ice.
So, the first specs are going to go right through that hole right on top of that ice.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to set this up here. And that's the way she's going to ride.
Sweet.
Oh, that's going to be sweet, Brent.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
Toss them like basketballs into that thing.
Well, and if we go too far, they could bounce off and go back out the boat. So
yeah,
I think we're going to have to be a little careful.
Maybe.
Put a backstop around there.
Cool. All right, we're ready to rock on that.
Mm-hmm.
So the real question is, how well did the catch counter work? And the answer to that is pretty damn well. You'll see over the next 3 days as I post videos. I mean, we put that thing to work. I mean, I think collectively, we probably had 130 to 140 fish total over the whole course of the week, and yeah, the thing worked great. If I had to kind of pick out a couple things that, and this is nothing wrong with the product itself, it's just something you need to think about. Is you put some ice down in the bottom before you go out. You start throwing fish in there, they're laying on ice, but after about 20 fish, you got ice, then you got your stack of fish, and then you're just putting fish on fish. So, it's in a cooler, and it's fine, but if you really want to keep them fish ice cold, you gotta throw some ice on top at some point. And we did, I think one day. But my dad put it through the chute, so it kicked on the counter. So the whole day we're like, well, we have, 22, but really it's 21. So again, it's not a huge deal. But if it's a really hot day, the fish are down there and they're not on cold ice, it might be something to think about bringing, if you have like a food cooler or some other storage on your boat, you could throw a bag of ice. Just, if you're really getting into the fish, keep a bag and just kind of toss it in midway, just to help keep them fish cold. So other than that, we had no problems with it. It's relatively easy to clean. Each day we were done with it, we took it to the dock and we sprayed it out, give it a good wipe down. It's just that ABS plastic, ain't nothing to it. So the counter's easy to reset. It's got a little knob on the side. You just kind of click it back till the numbers catch up and go back to 0. So yeah, all in all, catch counter, solid product, no doubt. So I actually gifted that one to my dad before I left as a little early Christmas present. He freaking loved it. So I was like, you know what? Let me just leave this one here because I'll be back. And clearly, we're putting that thing to work. Yeah. So all in all, yeah, definitely a solid product. I'm just going to order another one. I'll have one for my boat and we'll have one down in Okeechobee. It's a win-win. So yeah, if anyone's thinking about buying it, that's my thoughts on it. I mean, again, we put it through the ringer and it worked great. Yeah, if you guys have any other questions about it, let me know. But I figured I'd just make this kind of intro video to the week. Hopefully it steers you in the right direction, whether or not you want to buy it, because there's not a lot of information or videos or any kind of reviews on it. And I don't even know, I don't really consider this a review, just our experience with it as of 3 days of use. So as it holds up in the long term, you know, I'll keep you guys updated on that. But first impressions, freaking solid. So anyway, that's that. And like I said, you guys have any questions about it that I didn't cover in this video, drop a comment, let me know. And stay tuned because I got more Okeechobee content coming up.